There's been a saying for years, like, never meet your idols, or like celebrities are not your friends. And I fully support that, especially in the recent years where we've seen what some content creators have done in a negative way. I'm not even going to go through all that because numerous people have already gone through that. I've actually covered one earlier this year. There's also a thing of, like, the never meet your idols. Some people say that in specific for the music part of it, like, oh, they meet certain musicians that they, like, love, that they've looked up to for a while, and they turned out to be jerks. And that is always, like, a bad thing when that happens, because you get worked up so much, you're so excited to see them, you pay for the VIP ticket sometimes, depends on who the artist is and how their meet and greet situations go, and then they turn out to be like a real big letdown, and you're bummed out. And you know what? I am thankful that I have never had that. I've never had a problem where I was like, you know what, this wasn't worth it or anything like that. So I kind of wanted to go over, like, my, like, VIP or meeting musicians experiences, because I feel like it's something I really wanted to share for a while, but yet never knew how to share it right. So it's like, here's my view on, like, should you meet your idols. First time meeting musicians, it was at, if I'm correct, yeah, it was Twiztid's, Psychomania tour in 2017. I met Gmoski. We were talking, he was talking to a lot of fans, at, like, the front of the, where the venue was. We were talking, pretty cool, he's a very nice guy, we got a picture, and at that time, I was too young to drive myself that far away, so my mom came with me. Thankfully, she is able to enjoy the music, and she actually comes in at a later date in the celebrity meeting experience. It's like, we're sitting there talking, and all that stuff, and then mom comes over, because I think she was getting something, whatever the hell, and she comes over, like, saying hi and all that, and Gmoski gave her a hug, which I thought that was hilarious. That was, like, the coolest thing ever. So right there, meeting Gmoski, I would call that a positive. Very nice, very down-to-earth person to talk to, honestly. Especially, like, I'm kind of like a little nerdy guy going there, so it's definitely cool to see that. Next would be actually another Twiztid show, same exact venue, on their Most Tasteless tour, where I met, who did I meet? I met Young Wicked, Blazy Dead Homie, Twiztid, and Whitney Payton. So meeting Young Wicked, he was pretty cool, because apparently he was not supposed to be there, or something like that. It was something very weird, to where that was really cool. So I had him sign the little lanyard. I'll put up, like, B-roll shots, or like a photo of it here. So that was cool to meet him. Blaze was next, and he's one of the bigger artists that I've looked up to for a minute, especially, like, when I found out about the Juggalo community in about 2012. I found out about his music, say, about a month or so after I started getting into, like, the big names. So he was really cool. I ended up telling him the story of something that I will share later on, and I'll share the picture later on, about the Casket Factory poster, which I did not bring with me because it was massive, but I brought with me the Mama I Ain't Changed CD single. I told him about how I wanted to get a copy of Colton Grundy at the record store. I got in the car, opened it up, and figured out it was this, and it was just a really lucky thing. So I had him sign the disc, because that's one, it's like, I want to get that framed, because that's really cool, but it's in a protective case. You'll see it in the B shots. But it was cool. I had him sign that and the lanyard. The little, whatever, the meet and greet card thing. I forget what they call it. He was very nice. Meeting Twiztid was really cool, because they're, like, one of the big ones that I started getting into first. So meeting them was really cool, and it was during the Most Tasteless era, so that's when they didn't have the face paint on. So that's a really special moment. I was stupid, because I was like, I didn't know how to pose in pictures. So I saw a lot of other people, when they posed in the pictures, they had their tongue out, they're doing, like, all crazy shit, like, whatever the hell. So yeah, I look really cringy in those photos, but it's still fun. It's still, like, a good memory to have. I'm not gonna post it, because I'm pretty sure it's on my Instagram or whatever the hell, and you don't need to see baby me without a beard. But yeah, that was cool. What I had them sign was obviously the little lanyard thing, and my copy of the Boogeyman single, From the Darkness. and apparently I forget if it was Monoxide that said it, because Madrox was shocked about it when I showed that, and I had him sign because I had the one side had the sticker on it and the one side is black, and it's just a black CD single. And I told them about it. It was really cool to talk to them, and apparently I think it was Monoxide didn't have it in his collection at that time. He's like, I don't even think I got that one. But that was really cool. That's like a very neat experience. That was it for the VIP section of that show. And I say, all of them, Twisted, Blaze, Young Wicked, they get a plus. They are very nice to meet. They're very easy to talk to, because I am someone who does have trouble communicating with people, especially when you're in that kind of conversation and all that stuff, like meeting a celebrity. That's what they are, basically. They are celebrities, musicians, basically anyone that, like, is not just your average Joe. It can be very hard to talk to people, but they are very down to earth and very communicative, and I love that. And then later on in that show, I actually met Whitney Payton, but also a group that opened up for them for Twisted on the Most Tasteless tour, a group called 14th Floor. I was able to talk to them, got a picture with them. They are very nice. I got their CD. Unfortunately, my 360 broke it, and I have no way of contacting them now because they are now like a defunct group. But you can still find their music on SoundCloud, and I honestly think it is so good. Whitney Payton was amazing as always. I saw her at a St. Patrick's Day show a couple years prior in 2015. Here she was amazing as well. So nice, got a picture with her. I think I had her sign one of the CDs at somewhere, one of the Firecracker CDs, I believe. Really cool, very nice to talk to. So Whitney Payton and 14th Floor get a plus. Next one up is when I met Scum on the 2018 Path of Destruction tour. I believe this was February. Somewhere around there. It was cold, that's all I remember. He was very nice to talk to. He's very down to earth, very chill, all that fun stuff. Got a picture with him. This time I at least had no tongue out. I didn't know how to smile, so it was kind of like a mix between a smile and a straight face. But very cool guy to talk to. We talked about, like, I think he had a zipper face mask or whatever the hell. I talked to him about that. It was just really cool to talk to him in general. Very nice. I would say out of any of the underground artists that I have met personally, he is the most, like, chill person. Like, I could not ask to meet a cooler guy. He was very cool. Gladly took a picture. I think he even offered to take a picture. He's like, hey, you want a picture, man? Something really cool. So I was like, that was awesome. This was my first show alone, so the nervousness of driving and all that. So it was very nice to talk to someone who is so chill and so down to earth. The show was amazing too. That was with Lex the Hexmaster and Axe Murder Boys, who does include Young Wicked. Didn't get to meet them this time, but Scum, that was amazing. So up next is meeting Gorilla Voltage at the tour, the Dead Like Me tour, which was Blaze and Gorilla Voltage. That was a great show. I actually caught one of Blaze's gloves, if I'm correct. We were one of the last shows? Yeah, we were like one of the last dates. We got to meet them, and my mom got a picture with Clockwork or Gorilla Voltage, which I thought was hilarious. Because it's like, that's something I would not expect, but that was honestly awesome. Meeting them was really cool. Just a very good experience overall, even with the openers, all that stuff, amazing. Next was my experience at the Gathering of the Juggalos 2019, which, if I'm correct, was the 20th anniversary. So, overall, great shows, but goddamn, it was hot. Indiana sucks for that festival. I'm glad they moved it to Thornville, Ohio for now, for Legend Valley. I'm probably going to go to the 2025 one if I'm lucky enough to do that. But yeah, this is about the 2019 one, where I met a couple people, and one where I wish I got a photograph or something, but all I have is a story because that's all I remembered because it was such an exhausting day. So first up was like a signing meet and greet line where they had Whitney Payton and Anybody Killer. So that was awesome. Both of them were very nice again. Whitney Payton is amazing. Anybody Killer, it was really cool to meet him. I got him to sign my copy of Dirty History, which is one of my favorite albums from him. It was really cool. I have another copy of it now, if I'm correct, just another open copy, but I really wanted a signed copy from him. And it's weird in the Juggalo community, most of the times, having signatures on stuff actually brings the price of something down. which is very odd. But I can understand why, especially with, like, the scarcity of some of the earlier stuff. But by that time, Anybody Killer's Dirty History, it's like a $5 CD, maybe $10 maximum. So if I want a signed version of it, I can have a signed version of it. I'm not gonna whine over it. Whitney Payton, I forgot what I had her sign. I think I had her sign, I had her sign, the CD, I think it's Iridescent, or whatever the hell, it's the pink one. I'll put the photo of it, of the actual CD of it, if I remember, or just the cover. It was the pink cover. Very nice, very cool. I got a poster from Whitney Payton. It's actually hanging up on my wall. Paid $5 for the poster, so that was really awesome. Amazing time there. I think, yeah, I met ABK again and Big Hoodoo when they did their, if I'm correct, yeah, both of them were the Have-Nots. I met both of them when they went up to, had their merch booths and all set up on the alley. That was really cool to see them there. I got the Have-Not CD, which apparently is really rare, and I didn't know that. Now, this is the one I really wish I took a photograph of, but yet again, I'm gonna say it right here. It was about 100 plus degrees. We were all sweating our asses off. Like, everyone there. So, when someone offered a ride, I just got on the golf cart and rode. Like, that's how it went. And the person I was on the golf cart with was Ruby from Suicide Boys. I know that sounds fucking bizarre and outlandish, but they were performing there. It was hot. Someone said, hey, you need a ride? I said, sure. Hopped on the golf cart. We talked for about a couple minutes till we were, like, at the top of where we're going. Said thank you, got off. That was it. And meeting him was another mega plus, especially offering a ride. That was something that is just so bizarre, but yet I loved it. We're still in 2019 with this one. It is the Forever Dead and Dirty Tour with Boondocks, Blaze, and Alazuli Lou, and Buckshot. All four of them. 6. Blaze, Buckshot, Boondocks, AXE. 6 of them. Yeah. Had to think there's 3 guys in Alazuli Lou. This is where I brought my custom wood frame Casket Factory poster. And this time I had my dad with me, just because he's the one who helped me build it. It was really cool. It was very funny seeing him and Blaze talk about woodworking, which I thought was kind of funny. We used, if I'm correct, it was banana wood, because if you don't know the Casket Factory poster, it is shaped like a casket or a coffin. And it is actually shaped. It's like this. Like, it's odd, but it's really cool. And I didn't want to put it in a normal, like, I think it was like 24 by 36 would be like the height of the frame I would have to get. So my dad had the idea to do a custom frame, so that's what we did. It was a custom banana board wooden frame, and able to hang up, and the front, there's actually a lid that closes onto it with hinges. So that was awesome. We had Blaze sign the inside of the door, and I think I'm going to get clear coat and just clear coat it just to keep it safe. But it's not getting anything. It's under my bed, like, shut and all that. It's really good. Also, I'm just going to say, meeting all of them was an amazing plus. They are all wonderful people. Seeing Blaze surprised by the coffin poster, the custom frame, that was, like, that made my day. That was really neat. Meeting Alazuli Lou was amazing as well. Boondocks was amazing. I got Alazuli Lou to sign the cover of my vinyl to the Almighty. Now, what's weird about this, and it's, like, funny, for, like, a while and still now, people don't know what to get me for Christmas, so I just send my aunt a link to a Google Docs, where it's, like, it's stuff that I want. All the stuff I'm interested in getting is in there. So that way people know what to get, because you can't really buy a lot of stuff I want at stores, and it just makes it easier for everyone. It's just how it works. I was supposed to get a shirt, if I'm correct. Yeah, it was a shirt. But the shirt ended up being delayed, and it was delayed for a while, so I ended up being in charge with contacting MNE, which somehow that worked. It was funny. But they're like, hey, what would you want in, like, exchange for that? We're sorry. So I said, how about a copy of, the vinyl copy of the Almighty? So I got that in the mail. That was amazing. And then, because that was in April-ish of 2019. And then, fast forward to October. It was October 31st. It was actually the Halloween one. Yeah, first day. I got them to sign it, and I told them the story about it, and I told them like my grandparents got me it for Christmas. Basically, I kind of watered it down to that. And I wish I got a video of them saying it, but I said, your grandparents are cool as shit. That's pretty much what they're saying. Like, your grandparents are fucking awesome. They're cool as shit. And that is such a great thing to see. I love that. That was so cool. I got a picture with the group of them. That was wonderful. The show was amazing as well. Now, I did get to meet a lot of people throughout just going to shows, meeting different musicians, artists, stuff like that. That is awesome. I love it. Now, thank you everyone for watching. Now, I want to know, what are your experiences of meeting celebrities? Now, that could be YouTubers, actors, voice actors, musicians. Doesn't matter. Anyone that's pretty much famous. Do you have any good stories, bad stories, weird stories? Do you have something that made your day or ruined your idea for a person? And yeah, I just want to know your thoughts. If you liked the video, let me know as well. But like, comment, subscribe, share, do whatever, guys. See you in the next one.